Good day, teacher. This is our third session sa atong questions or interview.
Interview.
Okay, so first question for the third interview is, looking back, how have your experiences with emotionally struggling students shape your teaching practices and the way you handle similar situations right now?
Sa first gyud, dili gid kayo siya dili gid kayo ko ka-handle sa ilo well. Of course, I can teach them but not really kanang dili pa gid siya totally good nga maano gid ako mag-grasp ilahang emotions. But right now, thank you Lord kay kuan medyo kabalon ako mo pailin-ilin, kabalon ako sa ilahang atik-atik just for them to be okay in the classroom.
Can you give me an example of a specific practice you know now do differently? You know, anong gibuhat na nimo karon nga different sa past ni mga experience.
Oh, during my first year, like wala pa gid ko anong mga drills. Like naglibog pa ko kung unsay ang akong mga sunod-sunod nga pangbuhaton for them nga ma-set ang mood. Of course, as a first time nga naa sa field and then naagit ta sa experience na wala pa gid ko kanang exact gyud nga buhaton. And then I've learned nga kinahanglan gid ay sila, for example, after the prayer, kinahanglan sila na ay kanang exercise gamay and then kinahanglan sila nga mo-dance or mo-sing and then of course mag-ask ka sa ila nga what day is today and then kanang mag-sing og kanang about the weather. So in those ways murag kuan sila ba murag as a group sila nga ma-okay ang mood sa classroom.
Okay, has this made you more confident in handling similar cases?
Yes, of course, sure kay kanang kanang after that, mangingkod na sila na set na ni mga standard, pwede na dahil ka pwede na dahil ka mo review and then magkuha na dahil sa imong lesson. So, na dahil sila kanang ano ba, thinking, okay, after this, dili na ko mag-cry, kay magkuha na dahil si teacher, mag-lesson na dahil mag-teach na dahil si teacher sa iyang lesson for today.
Do you think your teaching style has changed a lot compared to when you started?
Yes, sure. Murag, naka-help siya somehow ang drilling. Kanang iset ang mood sa bata kay dili na ka magputol-putol, dili na diretso-diretso na imong klase. Like, for example, sa una, murag, tungod kay nihilak, mo stop na pud imong klase. Karon, so far, ang akong experience, pag na imong hilak, of course, na magitay power of ignoring and then padumog-dumog and then diretso na din sa klase marag kabalo na ka ba kung unsay dapat buhaton manang dili ma-interrupt ang imuhang klase unlike before nga medyo dagit siya mga interruptions nga kay maglibog pa ka unsa na pud nako ni ingana siya sure.
Second question is, what have you learned about yourself as a teacher from these moments? And in what ways have these experiences made you a better and or a different teacher?
So what I have learned, patience good. I've learned that patience is the key to success. Kailangan gid siya mapatas-on gid ang pasensya. Kay the more ka nga taas imong pasensya, the more nimo makuha ang bata kung unsa man jud ang ilang kinahanglan para ma-okay sila inside the classroom. And then as a teacher gid pod, I somehow I can feel it that I developed good pod in terms of when sa akong teaching style. Okay, of course, if you have long patience, in that way, makaano na ka nga kung unsay dapat buhat without interrupting the class.
So patience na imong strength as
Yeah.
a teacher.
But sometimes, yung sa photon kung the monthly visitor will arrive, class, you want to be you want teacher to be a dragon?
So did you also notice na there are areas that you need to improve pa?
Yes, sure. Of course, akong teaching styles. And then, and how to, sa kuan siguro, Be, siguro sa reading. And then kung sa emotional struggles, siguro different pa nga strategy dapat ako ma-learn aside ana. Kay of course ang bata ba if makakano sa nga ay si teacher nga na already ay magdasa na di na maminaw. Karon naging kay nga nga bata nga for example maminaw siya sa ako sa storyahan and then kabalo na siya sa akong technique dili na gid siya maminaw, so I have to experiment again another strategy or kanang bitaw siguro kanang buhaton para ano na po siya sa ako maminaw.
So, how would you describe yourself as a teacher now compared to before?
Okay. Before, I think kuan ko hilakon. And then before, I cannot really, kanang, dili ko sabot sa ako ang emotions. And then before, nag-struggle din ko to adjust. Right now, medyo gaan-gaan na siya. Of course, naka-help pod ang ay kanang sa una nga mga activities nga ready na. So, igo na lang gid ko mag-change ang mga skills kung say dapat nila. And then when it terms to handling the class, in terms of classroom management, medyo kabalo na ko nga mukuan sa ila ha. Kabalo na ko unsa sila nga mapaminaw gid. Not totally, but kay lahi-lahi magiging ang batas, especially kay first good nila nga mga months pa. So hopefully nga at the end of the school year, okay na gid sila.
So how have your views about first time kindergartners emotional adjustment changed because of these experiences?
I mean the kuan sure katong strategies
Kanang imuhang paglantaw sa mga kuan emotional struggles karon compared before bitaw nga kuan kanang naabay kanang for example kanang sa una nga brad nang kapoy aning mga bata nga ing ani pero karon brad kaya naman ako ni naabay
okay.
kuan kasi imong views na
view
sa ila karon.
Okay kanang for example
Na naman kay experience.
Yeah, when the child first na enter sa classroom na maghilak-hilak.
Tong before ka
Before.
wala kay idea about it, na karon na kay idea sa
Okay.
una.
Kuan before lisod gid siya. Lisod siya i-handle because wala man gid ta kaila sa bata. But in the long run, right now, kung naiingan nga bata okay, this is like before. Na kay murag na kay tawag ana kanang idea nga ang bata hilakon dapat ingani ang buhaton. Ya kung dili gid siya madala sa kanang strategy, okay, let's proceed to the next strategy, the third one, then murag siguro sa hierarchy of strategies murag pinakataas ang the power of ignoring. Pero bitaw siguro ang pinakataas gyud aside sa power of ignoring kanang murag taas lang gyud patience lang gyud kay kung walay patience sige kag ignore sa bata dili man gyud pod ma-soothe ilhang self kung unsay gyud problem.
So how these experiences made you more empathetic towards the child?
Yes. Maybe yes, sure. Yes, good kay of course without empathy dili gyud ta dili gyud ta maka-feel kung dili gyud ta makasulod gyud sa ilahang mind nga ngano maghilak-hilak man gyud. So empathy pod ang key para mano na to ang reason siguro why they are crying, why they did that every time nga mag-anak sila sa school.
So do you think the kaning emotional struggles kay normal siya or something else?
Somehow when it's their first time in the school, in the classroom setting with the many kids, and then of course kanang mga bata naka-observe ko nga mga bata nga kanang sila ra bitaw sa balay then nakaubantag ko somehow mag-new sila sa environment kita gali teacher mag-adjust how come bata and then emotion nila ang makuha nga hala why is it that na daghan kids pasikat ba gid na sila. So normal siya for the beginners, but if normal siya pag mawala ra in the few months, pero kung dili na gid siya like the whole school year magkila-kila murag na gid na siya something else, and they have to seek the developmental pedya siguro.
So how does this affect your expectation during the first week of class?
Okay, during my first year, I thought that, okay, first day of school. But during our meeting, during the faculty meeting, the principal would say, prepare yourself for the battle tomorrow. So as a first year, okay, so battle, sige, let's go on, kanang, kanang, sa tawagan na? Kanang, murag, sige atong tanawon ugma kani nga nabitaw. So kay nag-prepare na ko, okay, these are the name tags, and then pinana good morning, and then mag-sit down na dili man di ay naam jud mga hilak-hilak. So grabe, guba na kayo. So wala ko strategy, so wala ko kabalo nga dili gid di ay siya lalim ang first day of school. And I thought that first day of school, ang mga student, masud mo good morning, mo sit down. But it's the other way around. So during my second and third, nakaingon jud ko nga, okay, kung ila ko, no, sit down, na kayo mga kuan ba kanang mga strategy nga, kung hilakon siya, kanang medyo ipa-happy ang mood, naman gid po yung uban bata nga dili hilakon. So ingkod sa mo diha, i-cater gid siya first kay, of course, kung ma-feel sa bata na welcome siya sa classroom, dili sila marag mo somehow masuit ilang self nga, okay, dahil si teacher.
So what realizations have you had about children's emotional needs that you didn't have before these experiences?
Siguro ako na-observe sure ilang challenges kay lack of attention and lack of bitaw pasabot, and kanang pasabot from parent to them. First, the lack of attention kay, of course, tungod sa kabisi ang bata baya gyud kay mangita gyud na og mama. Kanang mingon sila nga, bye mom, okay, but in the evening kanang kita ta ha, mangita baya gyud na sila, so mag-expect sila ba nga ilahang mommy, and then of course maka-observe sila nga, oh, why is it that my classmate has a mommy there, and then how about me? Wala mo kay mommy. Siguro unang murag, mato na po sa school, biyada po ko ni mami, di na po ko sunduan ni mami. Siguro mo na ilang thinking. And then sa balay po, dili sila wala sila natarang pasabot sa parents. Siguro og ang bata tarungon og pagsabot kani nga time, kani nga day, dili mo uli. Siguro somehow, okay, sige, I will wait for 4 days. Kay laki bata din nga dili siya hilakon. But every Monday, mo na siya sa ko, teacher, I will sleep 3 sleep na lang so that the 2 days we don't have class anymore, I can use cellphone. Kaya ito ako, kanang marag, kabalo ang bata ba na siya thinking, mo na siya may look forward ba nga kwan. So, siguro kana lang good ako nabantayan, the lack of attention and lack of kanang pasabot sa parent to children.
What was this, or was it surprising to discover that need?
Somehow, it's not really that surprising because we know that most of the children here, they have busy parents for their own kanang bread and butter sa ilahang life. Pero siguro nowadays, surprising siya kay nagkadaghan mong kids sila. Di ba like sa those past years, may kita po kindergarten, medyo dili pa yung kaayo.
I think siguro kay both parents na ang work.
Nag-work today sa kalisod po siguro. So medyo yaya ra, of course, lahi na another person na ang nasa balay, like dili na family ang nasa balay, pag abot sa school, dili na family. So, siguro ilahang mind ba, ilahang emotions, ma-highwire na bitaw, ano man eh, this is not my family, this is not my family. Of course, mingawan ba agad ang bata?
Pero do you think all children share that need or only some?
Siguro only some. Kay, naman po uban parents, ito ta ma-judge, naman po uban parents na they really, maski na sila sa kuan, panginabuhi, tutok gyapon sila. And I am really happy, not judging the kuan, pero makahappy po nga, maka-proud po na hala tuyo sa kabisi sa mga uban ginikanan, they have time for their children.
So how have these experiences changed the way you communicate with parents, especially before school starts?
Usually, before school starts, dili ko yung kita-kamit sa parents. So, siguro, for 2 weeks after or a month after, medyo ka di na gid mo undang ang ganang hilak-hilak. Sige na gyud kilak. Siguro mo anak ay mo kuan ko sa parent nga ma'am, first nangutan ako nga kana ay first ako siya ni-inform nga maghilak ang bata, and then ma'am, I would ask her man good pud ma'am na you don't like here, you don't like teacher Justin. Mingon man siya og no, you don't like your classmates, someone bullied you. No, why are you crying every time you come here in the classroom? Wala siya na I miss my mommy. So ma'am, I will inform you ma'am nga medyo sa balay gid siya. Oo. Kana mag gentle na pa siya og pasabot ma'am. Work sa balay gid siya ma'am kay pag-abot na gid sa room happy naman siya. So sa balay gid siya ma'am medyo sa siya sa ano yun ko nga sa ako lang gid ma'am kana pasabton sila. Oo.
So sa first year nimo and then karon sa third year, do you prepare the parents differently sa itong experience nimo last first year?
Okay. Sa first year na ko, wala gid kay ko naka one-on-one sa parent adto. Kay kuan man busy man gid sila, wala gahay man sila. So nagkuan rami nag messenger. And then tong last na dayon nga murag last day na nila nga naa sila diri sa Philippines. Nagkastorya lang mi. And then, mana man siya nga, nag-teacher, uy, kay susugon man siya sa balay na, wala na yung mommy o daddy, mo ito na dito sa abroad. Niya, anak ko, sir, kanang, basin o kanang, pwede, kanang, dili lang ipasingin siguro sa bata. So, maura to nga interaction. And then, karon medyo, I know na nga, kinahanglan gid siya i-one-on-one. Kinahanglan gid siya i-one-on-one. Like, sit down, talk gid siya ka para dili pod ano ba para mas masabtan gid pod sa parents unsa hindi sa bata nga na-observe sa teacher.
Pero gibuhat ba sa parents ang imong advice?
Some of the karon ay before gibuhat man sad kay nawala man iyang hilak-hilak. Very good naman pod. And then karon nga year medyo dili pa nako makita gid 100% kay magilak-kilak pa maghihapon yun siya. And then, siguro next, o kung uli na to ang parent sa bata, siguro mga ano po ko, hindi mo andang ihilak-kilak pa na po ko, kung unsay reason na po nga sa iya, kung gibuhat ba, mag-update, kibali pa.
Pero do you think na ang parents kay na-appreciate o ang imong gibuhat nga ga-communicate ka sa ila?
Yes, sure. Super appreciated. And they would say, thank you, teacher, for giving fully long patience, for kanang koan, for doing that to, I'm sorry, I said the name, for giving her your time, your patience, and then I'm so happy man po, good nga, na-appreciate nila.
So have you created or improved any classroom routines or rituals to help first-time students feel more secure? And can you describe them?
Kanang sa drill or sa classroom nga magbuhato nila? Okay. So right now, for example, what will you do What will you do when the teacher is talking in front? Where should your eyes be? The teacher. Where should your ears be? The teacher. What should your mouth do? Zip. Where should your hands go? And you're like, what is the last rule? Sit down properly. And then, kanang, do. Do I will you behave today? Yes, we will. And then can you follow the rules? Yes, we can. Do you want to receive stars today? Yes, we do. And then I would say, okay, to those children that are following the rules and then not crying anymore. So yeah, I would generalize, okay, of course. Some of the children would and not bully someone and use gentle hands today. I will give you a star. So it's part of our drill to let them remember ba na they have to behave so that the stars would be given to them. Sometimes sometimes I would forget to put here. So next day I would put 2 stars on them. So somewhat like that.
Is this something that you use only at the start of the school year or all throughout you?
All throughout the year, except when I cannot forget. Sometimes magod makalimot ko, sure. So sometimes po kana mag-apas sa lesson. But I will really try my best good na in the 1 week ako gid siyang mabuhat. And somehow naka-help man sad pod sa mga bata to do good, to really do good in the classroom.
So do you recommend these routines to other teachers?
Yes, I would love to. I would love them to copy or they can create nga mas better pa, of course, kay lahi-lahi ba kita sa atong mga strategies.
So what advice would you give to new teachers, handling emotionally struggling first-time students? And how do you think your experience could help them?
Well, to have more long, make it longest patience, and then try to be empathetic to them, to their children. And then, of course, we teachers have this emotional struggles too, but you can show them your dragon side, but at the end of the day, you have to really tell them na why did I do that? Why you should do that? Kay children will not learn if they don't know kung unsa ilang sayo. So you have to explain to them siguro good. What is it? That's why did I do that to you? Oh, sige. Is it good or bad? No. Why? Diba I told you not to cry anymore? Diba teacher will give you stars if you're not crying? Are you still crying? Yes, teacher. Okay, no stars. Maybe tomorrow you can try your best. So murag i-uplift ilahang mood. Kay as a first time teacher, I never did that to my children. I can tell them, but kanang dili in a different way ba murag first time pag yun sa man wa ko knowledge. Pero in the long run okay, sige, kaniyon pag-ingon. Murag i-motivate. So
kung ikaw mag-ask ka sa imong self, kung ikaw beginner teacher ka karon, tapos mag-ask ka sa imong self na karon kung imong self, what would that be? Ano sa imong i-ask? Or what would you say?
Siguro katong please have long patience and be empathetic to your children.
Sa kanang ikaw ang beginner teacher karon sa imong future.
Okay. So, unsa dapat akong iingon sa iya, ha?
What would you say sa future, kunwari? Ang future, kunwari, karon. Murag ang
okay.
self ni mo ang mangutana sa imong karon na sa current self.
Siguro I would ask nga about emotional struggle.
Siguro, or unsa ka ang dapat buhaton ako, or
well, siguro kung i-ask sa iya ko
sa akong self.
Murag, medyo tricky siya question, okay. Siguro, kanang, unsa pa imuhang mahimo sa mga bata to improve better? Unsa pa imuhang mga strategies na imuhang ma-create sa imuhang mind to improve better, to handle such children, especially emotional struggle ng mga children. So, kay di ba every generation na agi lahi-lahi nga batasan. So, unsa pa kahaak mo sa ilaha? Is it effective to them? Isn't it effective to do this kind of strategies to the next generation of my teaching career? So siguro mauna siya medyo yung mga questions for the future.
Okay, what do you think is the most important thing new teachers should remember about emotionally struggling children?
Okay. They should remember that children children are kanang bitaw, their mind is like a kanang blank slate. Although they have that preliminary knowledge, but in the school it's something else. So you have to put colors in their mind and you have to put colors in their emotions, even if it's messy. You have to make them straight. Siguro that is be empathetic and have long patience to your children.
Okay, so have you actually shared your advice to your other colleagues?
Yes, yes. Yes. Like, yeah, because kindergarten, they will proceed to grade 1. So some of the kids would really adjust again to new environment. So, balik na naman ang crying over the river, mga crying scene and emotional struggle. So, of course, the other teacher would ask me, yun sa mani, yun sa mani. So, I am really willing to share my strategies. But sometimes, dili na gyud, ni mature naman good sila. So, maybe you should try siguro nga siguro.
So last time or second interview na to, you have mentioned na maybe the school should conduct seminar
Yes.
or something para ma-aware po ang teachers what to do sa mga kanay with emotional struggles. So do you think na training alone is enough or kailangan gyud na experience?
Yes. Kinahanglan gud na experience sure kay. Of course, training is just theories. It's just kanang, what do you mean this? Kanang, medyo dili siya in a real life setting. So, kinahanglan yun, ang nag-train is i-apply yun siya in the field, in the experience of teaching and learning process.
Okay, so do you think na sige, wala na like training, kanina ako na lang experience ang akong himuong training sa akong self,
Dili
or
po.
kailangan din yung para na training or seminar para ikaw po
Yes.
ma-prepare yourself.
Because in those training and seminars, you can understand or you can understand, okay, that concept is part of my drill, so it is good. And then also, you can learn nga, okay, so dili man din ni maayo nga pagka-empathetic. There are different kinds of empathy pa in projecting empathy sa mga bata. So, basin at the end of the day, mawala ra. So, maybe na yung mga theories to apply. Kung saan pag yun nga mas mag-grasp good nimo ang ilang learning. Pag abot sa grade 1, okay na. Like, dili na sila, okay, teacher Justin said like that, and then marag mapala ilahang mind pa. It's because of that training na nakay ka ng theories at this theories and experience should really combine para makuan yun mo, masakta yun mo yung mga strategy. So, yes, training is good. Yun, dapat.
So you think na teacher training programs prepared you well for handling emotional struggles? Why or not?
Kay kung wala kay training sige ra ka o ka na assess sa imong self, wala bitaw kay another point of view. So kung naa kay training, okay, na-assess mo yung self at the same time na-assess mo yung self so another point of view. So another theories nga dapat nimo i-apply dahil adto. So in that way, you would develop your teaching strategy.
So do you think na ang schools kay nag-rely so much sa experience rather than sa training?
Right now, maybe kay wala pa man gid dili gid kayo siya, like for example kanang mga hilak-hilak sa mga bata, that is the number one gyud nga problem sa kuan, aside sa katugyan na yung mga special needs, but kanang hilak-hilak gyud mao man gyud na kanang, I mean, the separation anxiety mao man gyud na yung number one siguro gyud ako mabantayan gyud sa first day of school.
Especially sa
Oh,
preschool.
especially sa preschool. So I really want to go on. I really want to have to join some trainings good. And then I mean trainings nga na ay ana nga mga topic na solely kana good na dapat ilatag ang mga strategies to the other teachers or kanang mga theories or kanang mga unsay tawag, I'm not sure. Kanang mga strategies, and then
real life experiences.
i-relay din sa experiences, and then siguro kana nya murag somehow karon wala pa gid kay they will naka-focus sila sa mga autism. Kay dili ba gid kay as a child go autism dahil okay ADHD na, so maguna ba gid ta sa emotional distress sa bata. So I would say siguro unta na ay mga ingana nga seminars about emotional struggle ng mga bata, not just the special needs alone, kay kabalo na magid ta na sila inana. I mean, kuan naman sila, evaluated naman sila. How about the children, beginner children nga na ay kuan na ay emotional struggles? Asa man ta dapat mo ana?
So what message would you like the school administrators to understand regarding teachers' experiences with emotional struggling or emotionally distressed pupils?
Kibali ako ipaabot sa ila.
What message do you
Siguro kanang they have to listen the teachers kuan gyud kanang tawag ana ilang they will really listen kung unsang experience a teacher about that kind of children, and then kanang mag-kuan sila, mag-create sila og kanang symposium ba or seminars on what are the strategies, or somehow siguro inset kanang sa beginning of the school year lahi nga inset ang preschool and then naapit na dito ang seminar sa emotional distress, para somehow ang teacher, especially the first years of mga teacher, nana sila kanang kuan ba, nana sila tawag ana kanang background na okay na aday nga. So ma-improve ang kuan, dili na sila ma-shock. Pareha sa ako. Di mo.
So have you ever felt that the administrators don't fully understand this issue?
Somehow, siguro sure, kaya wala magid tayo kuan, like wala magid tayo mga seminars about that. Siguro sa reading, nag-focus na more on academics ba? But how can they read? How can they learn? How can we apply the skills if they are emotionally distressed? So wala ra gihapon, di nato mga ilahang learning. So we should focus on the emotion first, set the mood, and then they can learn.
What do you think is a simple change from administrators would make a difference?
That one, sure, conducting during beginning of the school year, kinahanglan like there's an inset for preschool teacher, somehow grade 1. Kay murag na man siguro kuan ana, hilak-hilak yun sa grade 1. But mostly sa preschool yun nga kanang on how to handle such kind of children that has emotional struggles. And then of course kung new teacher, there's an advantage. There's also an advantage to those teachers nga pila na ka years in teaching. Kay they will learn another way, or technologically, kay of course ang mga kanang traditional teachers, makalearn sila another strategies on how to get their children's attention through technology. So somehow it's really good.
So if you were to summarize the most important insights you've gained from handling emotionally struggling students, what would that be? What would it be?
Siguro, like i-summarize na ko kung
Tanan,
ang mga strategies,
insights ninyo.
mga insights.
Tanan,
Siguro,
tanan na siguro.
so balik ka sa Marmiro. Dilay. Siguro ko ka ng in handling emotional struggle child, kinahanglan gyud ka long patience, be empathetic, and kuan kanang sa tawag ani kanang set the mood in the classroom and have and kanang sa tawag ana sure na sa tip of my tongue kanang meaningful kanang drills nga ma-remember nila, and then kinahanglan pod na as a teacher na kay different strategies kay ang mga bata dili baya gyud kanang pare-pareho. So somehow like og uban pang wala na ko.
So if you were to share that insight with the parents or co-teachers, how would you phrase it? Kung mura na siya advice or share na
Okay.
nimo siya sa parents or co-teachers.
Okay. Siguro I will tell them na teacher. Ay siguro may ko nga teacher kana ang child yun, they have this kanang adjustment. So just be patient and be more empathetic. For the parents, siguro, please kanang make your child know and make your child understand and have more attention, give more attention to your children. In that way, somehow they will their emotion will soothe, and then maybe when they go to the classroom they will not be crying, they will not cry anymore.
So that's it. Thank you so much, teacher, for participating sa
Thank
3
you.
sessions. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I hope